correctly. But I had some pros, working with some pros, Matthew Morris, and people that have been on the stage, like Jenna, and it was really, it became a lot easier as a season. I saw myself growing, so that was good.
In the beginning it was having a stutter, and now it's not having a stutter.
Still stuttering after.
Yeah, sometimes I will stutter in a scene and I forget.
I think mine was safety dance. I was so excited to do it, but then I forgot that I had to actually do it. And remember choreography not sitting down was the first time I had to do it in like a year and a half, so it took me a second to get back into it. But once we did, I'm like, do we have to end rehearsal? Can we just keep going?
Confidence in singing around all these amazing singers, because like for the first year I never got to sing, and then I started getting nervous to sing because I was like, oh, they're so good. But now it's that I can be confident in singing. I'm getting over it. So
I think for me the hardest thing is the advanced planning that it takes to do a show like this. I'm planning now in July for stuff that's shooting in December. It's a struggle sometimes to stay on top of it and make choices, but fun too.
I think for me, the challenge was the whole dancing, because that was something I wasn't familiar with, and then dancing in tennis heels, that was cool.
Keeping up with Ryan Murphy.
Dancing as well, because to be a Cheerio is to be a professional dancer. Yes, it has nothing to do with cheerleading. It is professional dancing.
This one mostly for Ryan. As a high school show, I wonder, do you have plans to deal with graduation already? Do you plan more to follow the character after high school, or to change the character to stay in high school? What's your plan with that?
I get asked that question, like, what are we going to do? Yeah, it is a great problem because most shows don't last. I don't think about that because all I do, the show has a commitment from Fox to run for 3 seasons. We finished 1, so I'm just trying to get through the 3. And I think, I think that I'll be trying to work with the writers and figuring it out probably at the end of this year. Because I do think that we have a responsibility to deal with what's going to happen to them. They clearly do have to graduate. We were talking about the great thing is that, Heather's character, Heather can flunk every year. Heather never will graduate. That's the
And I'll never understand why.
Heather will be held back every season. Yeah, we have talked about it. We do know we have to do something, but we haven't figured it out yet.
I just really quickly, I watch the Vitamin D episode once a week. I like to whip my hair around the way you do during the math show, and I wish I had long blonde hair. I just wanted to say that out loud. I love you. Ryan, my question for you. Obviously, your film career is becoming quite important, and I'm wondering how is that going to affect your own desire to balance both your responsibilities to Glee and also this new chapter in your career as well?
Well, luckily I'm in business with a great group of people at Fox who have been very encouraging of that part of my life, who have actually let me out of contracts to go do Eat, Pray, Love, for example, which comes out August 13th. And it's the same situation. I just recently signed a 4-year contract with them, and I have it built into my contract that I have movie outs, and we have a group who figured out that my next movie will be, that Dante's producing will be next May after we finish shooting season 2. So, I'm trying to do them when I can on hiatuses. But I also don't want to do one every year. I think I just sort of want to see what I'm interested in at the time. But I'm lucky enough to have that built into it.
Do you think Glee itself will lend itself to a feature film treatment? It's not unusual now to see shows make the transition. I'm sure the cast would love the idea of being 60 feet tall in a room.
Well, we were offered that, and I said no. They have wanted to make a movie out of Glee, and I just declined because I think, one, it's too early, and I think that I don't know what that movie would be. I thought, well, maybe it's the movie, the season finale. But I don't know. I think if we do a movie, what we might do is a 3D sort of concert version of us at Radio City or something like that. I mean, I think that I would be interested in that. I don't know how to do the storytelling to take that unless it's finished, And Heather will still be in high school.
What will the next season sort of lift off, since, it seems like all the characters sort of could go back to normal? I mean, with Quinn having her baby, she could go back to being popular, or are you going to sort of start going back to their own world again, or?
Yeah, I mean, season 2 began sort of like the whole opening of the first episode is basically catching you up on what happened to what all the characters did on their summer break and how they feel. I mean, they start off the season being even bigger losers than they were last year because they came in a very public 3rd place. So it sort of starts them off at ground zero, and the theme of the second season is, do you have what it takes to win? It sort of really catalogs them trying to climb up from the embarrassing abyss. That's what it's about, and that's how it starts.
Ryan, can you describe how you find the songs for scenes? Like, do you have scenes first and look for a song, or do you say, I want to do the song and build a scene around it? And can you talk about some of the music you might want to use in the next scene?
Usually how we do the songs is, we meet, the writers meet, and we come up with the theme of the episode. What's the episode about? For example, we're doing an episode now about religion. And so we break what all the individual characters are going through, and then I go away and come back the next day with the musical selections. Sometimes because of the theme it's obvious, sometimes it's not. But that's kind of, I don't really understand how we do it, but it's just sort of a weird process where we get the story and then I go home and go through all my stuff and come up with the ideas and then turn them into the music supervisors to be cleared, and most times we really luck out. But in terms of music, I mean, the weird thing about